Okay, what is up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Monday edition of Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. All right, everybody. Tigers win in dramatic walk-off fashion after blowing a lead in the bottom of the eighth, giving up a two-run yak to go down 6-4. LSU with 2 outs and 2 on, pinch hit Hayden Travinski for Alex Milazzo, and Travinski yanked one down the left field line, a no-doubter over the fence to put LSU up 7-6. Gavin Guidry comes in, pitches the ninth, does give up a double, but was able to work around that and get the save, and his first of the season. And Tigers win at 7-6. So LSU gets their first sweep of conference play. Tigers now move to 12-5 in the league. Arkansas was swept this weekend by Georgia. Don't look now, but how about the Bulldogs? LSU does have to go to Athens later in the season. So Arkansas now at 11-7, Tigers at 12-5, 2 games ahead of Arkansas in the loss column, just 1, however, in the win column. So, the lingering potential effects of that South Carolina game not being played. But Tigers win. You got another really strong performance from Christian Little. Gave you 5 1/3. I mean, pitched you into the 6th inning, season high 87 pitches. Again, the key, kept the walks down. He walked just 1 hitter. Only struck out 3, but that's okay. Thank you, Trivia Carter. Thank you. I forgot to tweet the Morning Scone link. Here it comes. My apologies. Good looking out there, old buddy, old pal. And bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. There's the tweet. My apologies. Good looking out. All right. So Christian Little was fantastic. Javen Coleman came in through 2 innings. Nice to see him extend. Remember, 16 pitches on Tuesday, 29 pitches yesterday. Certainly looked fine. He did give up a couple of homers, which was, concerning. Got to keep that ball down, man. You can't go groove fastballs belt high. They'll tattoo it. So, anyway. The biggest disappointment yesterday, however, were the missed opportunities. LSU had an opportunity the first inning to blow that game wide open. Back-to-back singles to start the game. And then after that, you had Tommy White up with a 3-1 count and a ball that was in the left-hand batter's box, and he swung at it. Swung at ball 4, which he would have loaded the bases with nobody out. And, I mean, you really could have made JT Quinn work. Instead, he ends up going strikeout to get out of that with only 1 run allowed. And that was disappointing. That was the theme for the game where LSU had opportunities to blow the game open and just couldn't do it. But in the end, Tigers emerged victorious. They found a way, and some heroics there from Hayden Travinski. If you're Jay Johnson, he deserves credit for making the change and letting Travinski pinch hit. Realistically, I mean, it's the last bat of the game. You got 2 on. Really, you need to go try to take the lead with 1 swing. You're looking for a right-handed bat off the bench. I don't know who else you would have gone to in that situation. That was your option. So, but it worked, and I love to see when it works. So, LSU sweeps Ole Miss. Next. All right, let's say some good morning, see what y'all got. Fire away. AJ Holland, Kelly Gross. Good morning from Liverpool. Look at you, Kelly Gross, just jet setting all over Europa. Love to see it. Hey, Dad, good morning. Brent Roban, what up, Scone? Finally snagged that elusive series sweep. Fake news, or did Tommy Tanks and a few other catch the stomach bug? That's why I left the game. I don't know. I did ask after the game, shot a few text messages out, haven't heard back. I'm sure we'll get a little more clarification today. Certainly didn't seem like there was anything. I mean, he struck out in the first, and top of first, played third base, and then we didn't see him again in the bottom of the second. So he was there. Look, if it was stomach bug, it's weird because he was there in the dugout the rest of the game eating sunflower seeds. So typically you got a stomach bug, you ain't sitting there eating sunflower seeds, but whatever. Dale Broussard, pinch hit, 3 cha-ching blast. It was a thing of beauty. Jeff McKithen, Megan Hirsch, Trey Potan, good morning. Yeah, Dylan Cruz, incredible, man. Just never seen anything quite like it. We've seen great players come through here, but you got a guy with 4 weekends to go in conference play who's hitting 492. That's crazy, man. Just insane. Truax, Tim Gotro, what's up? The dude abides. Yes, I was just on Crane and Company with the fellas. There were some Lebowski references, which was nice to see. It's Poppy 504, what's up? Dalton Barnett, good morning. Brian Tanya, good morning. From Olathe, Kansas. Okay. Spurge, what's up? Brian Wynn, Central Mississippi. Whitetail, what's going on? All right. Shane Danos, Wendell Norman, Nick Newbill. Jesse Brown, morning, Matt. Got back yesterday. Sure, I missed a lot. I did a whiskey tasting on the cruise. Tried Macallan Enigma. It was amazing. Finding out now I may not be able to afford a bottle. I'm not a huge Scotch guy, though, so I'll leave that to you. Trivia, Barry Jocelyn, what's going on? All right. Dalton Barnett, after Brian Kelly's post-spring game comments, is the John Emery situation a little worse than we thought? No, it's not. It's exactly what you thought. It's go take care of your grades in the spring so you're eligible in the fall. Because the last thing, which is what we said, the last thing you want to have happen is you don't take care of grades in the spring and then you're not eligible in the fall. So that's my understanding of the situation. So here's hoping John Emery takes care of business this spring. Sure, he'll be at summer school as well. Get your degree, or put yourself in a situation to where all you have to do is maybe a couple online classes in the fall and go play football. Here's my point. If John Emery was in danger of not playing football in the fall, he would be in the NFL draft right now. Weston Weaver, Damon Gilmore, good morning. All right, Jesse got some Bermuda rum. Okay. Taylor Clandro loves rum. Thomas Lamont, I prayed 3 rosaries, begging for Tommy White to be okay. He certainly looked okay, didn't he? I mean, back in the dugout, so I don't know what it was. Let's see, did you see the Colorado spring game? The crowd was packed. I did not watch the game, but I did see the crowd. It was funny, they did a before and after video. Yeah, man, Coach Prime's got him feeling it. Wacky Chris, no, he did not elaborate on the injury. Let's see, questions. Jared Espridge, Shane O'Mac, morning, it's NFL draft week. I am fired up about the draft. Remember, y'all, Thursday, first round of the draft, our draft watch party will be at Don Juan. If you can't come out to Don Juan. If you can't make it to Don Juan, we will obviously be streaming our draft companion show on the Watch 104.5 ESPN YouTube channel. So make sure you subscribe up and be there to join us. Reed Rule, good morning. Can never turn off the TV with his team. Broke their hearts so bad that Morgan Wallen canceled his concert that night. Wait, did Morgan Wallen really cancel his concert last night? I don't think so, right? Josh Geraldo, sending Pearson was bold. Left field was up with the ball 2 steps before he hit the bag. Still took perfect throw again. So I think I tweeted, so through 5 innings, LSU had left 9 on base. Pearson had gotten thrown out at home, and you had Jordan Thompson backpicked at second base, which LSU had their opportunities to blow the game wide open. I don't mind sending Pearson. I think if it were Major League Baseball, you hold him. In college, you send him. And when Pearson got pegged, the very next batter, I'm trying to think of who was on base. I think it was Beloso. And same thing, base hit, and they send Beloso on the base hit, and he scored because the throw was halfway up the line. Another perfect throw probably gets Beloso. In college, as good as these players are, it's still very rare that you get a frozen rope from the outfield to home that pegs a runner. It's just, and you had a fast runner in Pearson, like, make the left fielder make the play. Make the play. So I have no problem sending him. It was just very disappointing that LSU had opportunities to blow that game open and didn't. Let's see. Cruz is the GOAT. Matt, where would you put Cruz at of all time? Let's see how this season finishes. I keep getting asked that question, Brian, and it's going to depend. If they win the national championship and he hits 500, he'll be at the top of the list. He's going to be in that conversation no matter what. But let me wait and see how this season finishes. I mean, you don't want to see it, but what if his average drops 100 points the rest of the season? Like, I don't think that's going to happen, obviously, but, we change the conversation. Let's see. Joel, I don't know if it's because of the size of our other catchers. Travinsky looks like an absolute unit. He does. So does Bear Jones, who's a catcher as well, but yes. Brady Smith, Morning Matt Zerk was amazing. A great event. Bailey C. Jeff Bridges drinking the milk in the store. Sets the tone perfectly for the movie. It does. In his coat, like in his, what do they call it, the house coat? Lebowski reference, by the way. Antron Hemingway, Morning Matt, what a good spring game over the weekend. Go Tigers. Can you let the fans know I said more? The fam know I said morning, brother. I will, Antron. Thank you so much, man. Same to you and yours. Cajun Country, I think the only person who was not panicking on the long fly ball in the ninth was Stevenson. Oh, yeah. Whew. Caught her about a step from the wall. It almost ended there. Trivia card, y'all really care about the draft? Why? I love the draft. I'm a draft nerd, self-proclaimed and admitted draft nerd, have been forever. I love how a team's entire franchise, entire fortunes can change with the draft. I love to see where the guys that I watched in college end up go to play. Yes, I love the draft. I think it's fantastic. Rodney Canale, good morning. Becky A. Thornton Herod, good morning. Paul Losi, Brant Robam. Two guys still trying to find his rhythm since the injury. Looks a little off. There's no doubt he's still hurt. I mean, we talked about it a bunch yesterday. Dugas yesterday 1 for 5 with 3 strikeouts. Had 3 strikeouts on Saturday as well. I think he struck out 9 times. I think he struck out 3 times on Friday too. I think he had 9 strikeouts on the weekend. Which is not what you want from your leadoff spot, obviously, because he's your table setter, and you need to put the ball in play and working counts and getting on base. But I absolutely think that there's a little hesitation, and I have no doubt that he's probably still in quite a bit of pain. So I just respect tremendously the competitor getting out there and making it happen despite the injury. Let's see. Lowell Cormier, morning, Matt. Do you feel LSU spring game was more structured under Coach Kelly than in the past? Well, so many times the spring game really depends on who you have available. Like, so what you could do. I mean, I know they started like with like practice, and then they were doing the like the red zone scenarios and all. You know, I just don't put much at all in the spring game. I just kind of don't care. Yeah, the game itself. I mean, it's more about the 15 practices. It's less about whatever you do in a controlled scrimmage for the spring game. Charlie Cavell, Trey Potan, Bubba Tatum, good morning. Strike zone was infuriating. I didn't think so. I didn't notice the strike zone was infuriating yesterday. Brant, with what LSU has done so far with several strong series wins and strength of schedule, if we drop more than expected games the rest of the season, do we still make a top 8? Well, you have to explain what do you say drop more than expected, Brant. I mean, if LSU loses the next 4 series, then yeah, you're not going to be a top 8 national seed. If you drop a series and win 3, you go 2-1 in 3 of your next 4, and then you go 1-2, yeah, you're still going to be a national seed. Rode Ewell, backup left fielder as well. If you're talking about Stevenson, well, I mean, Stevenson was a defensive replacement. I mean, he's in there specifically for defense. So it's not like you're putting a backup in the game. Like you made a defensive change to put the better glove in the game. Bob Poole, Michael Cook, Wayne Blanchard, good morning. Y'all smash that like button if you would. 104 watching live. I love it, man. Thanks so much for being there. Please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Facebook, please like the Matt Moscona page. Share the post. Something else, by the way. Let me know if you're on YouTube there. I don't know if y'all are watching YouTube Shorts, but that's one of YouTube's big pushes right now. Obviously, in a way to try to steal share from TikTok. Excuse me. But I'm going to start posting YouTube Shorts, probably several of them a day. So let me know thoughts. Thomas Lamont, how about the way Alex Milazzo is swinging the bat this year? Love to see it. Yeah, Thomas, we've talked about it a good bit. Before last season, Milazzo spent a lot of time working over at Traction with Terrio, and everything they worked on was letting the ball travel. So you go up the middle or the opposite way. So if you notice when Milazzo's hitting, basically everything he hits is going up the middle or to right field. It's letting the ball travel to pick up spin, to see the pitch longer, and then make your decision if you're going to commit. And you're seeing it. He's not trying to hit homers. He's just letting the ball travel. He's going up the middle or to right field. And it's been really encouraging to see, man. Milazzo is hitting, let me pull it up real quick. Pull up the season stats real quick. Hang on. He's hit about 330, I think, but let me just pull it up to see specifically. .346. Milazzo's hitting .346. Strikeouts are way down. Just 9 strikeouts, 6 walks, and 52 at bats. So striking out 1 out of every 5 at bat, which was, stark contrast to what he was. Yeah, it's great to see. Because that's not just an out at the end of your lineup. It's guys getting on base and turning the lineup over for your mashers. Okay, so Morgan Wallen canceled the show. He lost his voice. Cade Mayu, let's see. The opening acts performed, and then they announced he lost his voice when he was supposed to come on. Oh my God, what a bummer. Can you imagine if you had tickets for that? Let's see, do about 10 more minutes here. Trey Earl, never forget last year's watch party when Jimmy Out went crazy because he hit on that bet. Yeah, so it was, Jimmy plays all the prop bets, obviously, for the draft, and it's stealing money from sports books because we just know now what, the intel is so good that we just know who's going to go where and what's going to be taken, and so there's money to be made. And so Jimmy cleaned up, and his last prop bet was the number of DBs taken. It was like 5 DBs taken, over or under, and it came down to the last pick of round 1, and I believe it was the Vikings who were picking. I don't know why they traded or whatever. And so everybody thought that they were taking Malik Willis. They're trading back in round 1 to take Malik Willis, and they took Lewis Sign from Georgia. So when they took safety, Ott won it, and man, just like we exploded. It was hilarious. Good times, man. Y'all come join us if you can. If not, watch along. Let's see. Read rule hypothetical. If White misses time, can Jones shift to third base? Hey, man. Joe Bear played third yesterday, and I believe he had 2 chances, and he handled them both pretty brilliantly. And one of them was a hard hit grounder where he threw to second to get the lead runner. I mean, he certainly, I don't know if Joe Bear's ever played third base, but he certainly looked fine. Let's see. Yeah, he had 2 attempts yesterday, and I mean, or 2 chances, and he had 2 assists. So, hey, man, maybe Joe Bear's your answer at third to keep your lineup intact. You put Joe Bear at third, and then you put Pearson in right. If Tommy White's out, maybe that's your answer. Frog Pond 11, Tommy Tanks, what's the deal? Don't know. He left the game in the second inning. No explanation from Jay Johnson, and we'll see if we get any further explanation today. Ray Langlois, strong side, good morning. Drew's okay, man. Thank you for asking. We're going to keep him home from school today. He was just sick all weekend, so like Friday night, like Saturday, he slept for like 15 hours. Like from when we put him to bed Friday night around like 9:30, he slept for like 15 hours. So, excuse me. I think that just getting rest is going to help him feel better. Let's see. Yeah, Mark Allen, your takeaway from the spring game. I didn't watch it. Look, Kyron Lacey is the answer that everybody's going to give. I'm not so sure. If you want a defensive player, I'll tell you LaTerrence Welch looked good, and I don't know if he's emerged out of this spring, but he was good to see as well. Uneventful, they stayed healthy. I mean, I think that's what you take away from spring. Jesse Brown, Matt scored a bottle of Basil Hayden. Never had it. Do you recommend it? Yeah, Basil Hayden's one of the ones that I always recommend kind of in a starter pack. It's $35. It's a lower proof, very approachable whiskey. So when people are trying to get their sort of entry-level bourbon, that's a good one to get into. Brian Wynn, nice series sweep by Tiger softball team this weekend. Yeah, congrats to Beth Torina, who, if I saw this correctly, has now coached more games as the women's softball coach than any coach in LSU history, which is awesome to see. A couple more Cajun Country, more Drew riding the elevator than LSU content on the shorts, please. The look on his face is priceless. You're a great dad. Thanks, man. Let's see. A couple more. Joel, Matt, thoughts on Lee Van's video of Garrett Edwards throwing a football before the game? Nothing burger or someone encouraging? No idea. Didn't see it. If he's throwing anything, I think that's encouraging. Although throwing a football is a different motion than throwing a baseball. Throwing a baseball puts way more torque on your elbow than throwing a football, which is more shoulder. So if he has an elbow issue, in theory, you should be able to throw a football easier than you could a baseball. But I did not see Leah's video, by the way, so I'll go check it out. Hit Dr. Strikes again. Nick Newbill, heard Joe Bear play third in high school. Nick, I literally tried to look this up yesterday. Like they moved him to third, I was looking up his bio. I was looking up everything I could find about to see if he had played third in high school. And I couldn't find it. So if you have something that says that, let me know. I mean, I'll certainly ask around, but I couldn't find it printed anywhere, you know. Barry Joslin, love YouTube Shorts. Never watch TikTok, but love the shorts. Saw and liked your baseball shorts. Keep them coming. Got it. Good deal. Milazzo hitting is helping us win games while making money in the draft. It's true. Team Drew, that kid deserves a trip to Omaha. Good morning, Matt. Cold and DFW. Oh, man. Oh, you're heading to Baton Rouge Thursday. It's warmer here, man. I mean, we might get a little bit of cold snap, but it ain't going to be that cold. Ronnie Duga, good morning. Jonathan Martin, good morning. Oh, yeah. Great answer to the guy that says no one goes to the mall. So the YouTube short that I posted also on Twitter yesterday, and Twitter being what Twitter is, some people were just like clowning me for going to the mall, and one guy was like, who in the hell goes to the mall anymore? And I was like, said I have a special needs son who loves to go to the mall and ride the elevators. We do it every Sunday. It's one of the highlights of my week to see him that happy. Thanks. And I dunked on the guy a little bit, and needless to say, that tweet has been interacted with quite a bit. But I guess the point I was trying to make is not necessarily just to call out that guy, but like, you don't always have to be an a-hole on social media. Like, you don't always have to be looking for the punchline or to insult somebody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who cares if I go? What if I did just want to go to the mall? Who cares? Be nice to people. Anyway. Let's see. Got to get out of here. Got to get out of here. Rode, you'll know Ole Miss left fielder was a backup. Sorry, Rode, I'm not following. Sorry. I know we were talking about Stevenson being the defensive replacement. Bubba Smith, Jerry DeLucky, good morning. All right, Jerry, see you Thursday. It's going to be a good time, man. Matthew Garner, I need a shirt of T-Bob's Bama rant from Scone and T last week. A short of T-Bob's Bama rant. I forgot what he said. I guess I have to go back and look at it again. Okay, I got to go. As always, just shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing. You need an orthopedist. Brock, they're the best. Need a roof, give us a shout. HudcoRoofing.com. Had a guy hit me up yesterday on Instagram asking if Hudco does commercial jobs. Yes, Hudco does commercial roof. Well, of course, we'll repair or replace your residential roof. We absolutely do all different types of commercial roofing jobs as well. So would love to help you out. Beat Bear Brian. Okay, I'll go look it up. Of course, ProCharge. By the way, ProCharge. Y'all, this is the final week to enter. ProCharge EV. You can win a free EV charger for your commercial building or your place of business. Click the link that's pinned, fill it out. Like there's nothing to enter. Just fill out the form. You can win a free EV charger for your business. Or wherever you work, just tell your boss or whoever owns the company to fill it out. So ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Okay, see y'all. Y'all have a great day. Peace.